Many business owners don't know how to use AI to improve their business or find it too daunting to get into. This guide here is sort of a no BS, simple starter guide for any business owner, solopreneur, whatever, to start using AI to improve their business from the back end to the front end. I've built dozens of systems using AI to help improve and cut down the amount of time it takes to do so many things in the business by at least 50%. So here is my basic no BS starter guide. Let's take a look. So number one here is something that a lot of people get wrong, which is that, start small. A lot of people, they look, because AI is so new and it's so cutting edge and it's so complex, it seems like a black box. They think they have to make their system so complex, but you can start small. You can really have just one prompt and it can change your entire business, or at least one part of your business. So number one is always keep in the back of your mind, keep it small, keep it simple, keep things concise. We don't want to have intense, you can for some things, but for most things, you can keep it a very simple process. Okay. That's number one. Number two is how to get started with this. So basically we pick one area of the business that can be automated or improved. Okay. Ideally something that takes a lot of time or manpower. So you go into your business, you look, your marketing, your sales, your content creation, the back end administration, whatever it is, find something, one area that you feel is like taking too much manual input, too much work, and that you think could be improved with AI. Pick one thing, one area. Okay. Here are some examples that are very common and also very good places to start your research process. Okay. If you're a content creator, even if you're doing market fit, right? If you're researching for market fit, you can use AI in your research process as well. Data analysis and cleaning. This is a very common one. AI is great at this kind of stuff, that more programmatic, automations and improvements. And then of course, content creation and marketing is very big right now. SEO, right? Title creations, hashtags, keywords, right? Even writing the entire scripts for videos can save you a lot of time because it cuts down the amount of time you have to spend doing things manually when you can have a base to start from. Okay, it cuts that time down by at least 50%. Okay, number three is going to be to pick one AI tool to start with. You don't need to have like 300 tools or this big configuration. Start with one, whatever you think is going to be best for you. I always recommend for businesses, ChatGPT. It's a great generalist. It's always being updated, and you can train models in ChatGPT for specific tasks. So ChatGPT is a good generalist. There's other ones as well. If you're doing more writing based, I recommend Claude. If you want more of another good general like AI model, Gemini is another good one. And there's a lot more out there you can check out. But pick one to start. That's it. Keep it simple. So then we're going to select one task to optimize using AI. So out of that one area we picked, we're going to pick one task. Okay, if it's like content creation, you might pick writing titles, SEO rich titles. You might pick helping you write your script for a video. You might even writing like a model that can help you build and quickly create hashtags and a description for your TikTok uploads or your YouTube Shorts uploads or your Instagram posts or whatever it might be. So pick one task that you do manually. This is very important, manually, and then break it down into its fundamental parts. Okay, how do you do that thing? Step one, I go to here, I research the internet, I look at trending hashtags, I do this, I do that. Break it down into its fundamental parts so then you know how you do it as a human being, procedurally. And then you can break down those parts and give them to the AI to handle that, which will save you a lot of time, right? Consider if you were to, research for your video and your descriptions and your SEO hashtags or whatever, instead of doing that all manually, what if you did something like perform the manual labor to get a list of hashtags and keywords, put that into a document, save that as a PDF or maybe a CSV or whatever, and then you have that ready to go and you can give that to the AI and the AI will know always to pull from this list of 100 keywords that your channel prioritizes. And then it can just mix and match that. And you can just have a cycle where all you have to do is just prompt, I'm making this video, give me 5 keywords for it or 5 hashtags or 5 topics or whatever, and then it'll give it to you. Okay. That's a good example of you improving one part of that process. We want to be able to break it down into fundamental parts so we know procedurally how we do it so that we can then direct the AI to do the same. Because another important thing that a lot of people get wrong is they try and make, one of the common things with AI is getting wrong information, delusions, random, like generalist information. And typically what the problem with that is, or what causes that, is people don't give enough specific information. You need to be very specific with an AI. You want to be, You want to have such specific guardrails so it knows exactly what it needs to do and exactly what it does not need to do. See, this is the thing here. So we need to be able to engineer prompts that are very specific, very clear, and very focused. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Let's move on to the next step. All right, in step number 5 here, we have to prompt the AI model with a good template. More on that later. Your task parts, so break down what it is that you do to do that task, or that a human, someone in your business does for that task. Take those task parts that we got from the previous step and give it to the AI to do those steps, right? So it stands in as like your robotic companion or employee or whatever you want to think about it. And then any other documents or data that you want to include there. It depends on what you're doing, of course. And then once you have that, you iterate. And this is another important part here. A lot of people miss. We have to keep iterating our prompt. So we're going to have the system, we're going to create a template, sort of prompt template that we can say, hey, I'm going to copy this. I have it saved. It's a prompt template for doing this thing. Maybe it's creating, back to our example, creating SEO-rich descriptions or titles or hashtags or whatever for social media content. You have the AI, you have a template that says how to do that. So what you do is you copy the template, you bring it into the AI model, and all you do is put your information in each time you want to use it. So if it's a new video, you say, I'm making a video on how to manifest your dream life, right? So you plug that information in, who's your target audience, well, what is the video about, stuff like that. And then the template's already there. You just plug in the information and it will then create it. And because you've standardized the template and you've iterated on that template and made sure that it is better and better and better, you know that you're always going to get a good result. And that's the important part, because once we have that standardized template of that specific task that we want to complete, where we plug in a new video, here's a video about manifestation, here's a video about, higher consciousness, here's a video about spirituality, or here's a video about, how to make money online with like drop shipping, whatever it is. You plug in the new data, but the template stays the same. And that's important because you want to have something that's standardized, right? And that's where the iteration part comes in, because we need to be able to ensure that we're getting good results. And the good part is, because we standardized it, meaning we built a template that can be reused for that task, we can keep iterating it because we know it has parts to it, right? Here's the first part, second part, third part, and we just go through and say, why isn't this working? And then we improve that iteratively, okay? And there's a template in the description. I've added for you to one of my favorite templates, one of my best templates that have given me the most efficiency. So that's in the description. Go get that if you want. It's free. And you can use that as a nice starter point for creating your templates, okay? That's the 5 steps that I would give for how to start using AI for your business. No BS starter guide. This week, honestly, today, you could do this today. You could just go right now, if you have time, pick something simple, like your content creation, always a good place to start, and just be like, it takes me a little bit long to write titles or descriptions, right? I did this in my own with my business, is like with my content creation. I was like creating TikToks, TikTok, you have to put out a lot of them. It gets tedious to do like hashtags and descriptions all the time. So we can use AI to handle that for us. Okay, and we can tailor it to make sure that it fits our niche, the hashtags that we use commonly, and also has a nice SEO-rich description that fits the video and also can help with search. So that's a good example there. But this is a good 5 steps that I would give you to get started in 2025 or any other year. Start using AI in your business. I think this is very important because AI is it's a new thing, really, to be honest with you. So this is very important, and it's going to keep evolving, especially over the next year. So if you're a business owner, I implore you to start using AI in your business, even, again, in small ways. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you want any more systems improvements, system optimization, AI, tool-related content. You'll find it here. Like this video, leave a comment. I'd love to hear your opinion on this. And also, I do help businesses with improving their systems, their back-end systems, helping to automate systems and use AI in their business to improve efficiency. So if you would like to work with me on that, feel free to look in the description below. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.